Thailand will never cease to amaze me. This country is just a mecca for everything cars. If you're a petrol head, Thailand is definitely the place to be. So I'm out on my morning bicycle ride on my bike, and I spot something very unique, which is one of the old Fast and Furious Veilside RX7. I spotted it from a mile away and immediately knew what it was. So I'm like, on my morning bike ride, I'll swing back around and just have a look at that shop, because it could be a good performance shop to have a look at. And lo and behold, the shop is actually a Volvo service centre. So I've got this cool Volvo service centre 2 kilometers down the road from my house with a Veilside RX7 in it. What the hell, where else in the world would you find that? So guess where I'm going to take my car this afternoon to come and say hello. Perfect. So turns out the Volvo workshop's specialising is obviously in tuning. So they've got the dice and the Vita, which is what we wanted. So one of the main things is to plug in the dice, which is the Volvo unit, and the OBD2, just to see what's going on with the engine. And yeah, these guys specialise in gas conversion, CNG, and also tuning. So we've just sat down. The first thing they're doing is plugging it in to see what's going on. But we're going to see if these guys might be who I'm going to use for tuning the Volvo moving forward. It could be handy. Needless to say, this is what caught my attention when I first came here. The Veilside RX7 Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift Edition. I've actually seen this car in Thailand a few times before actually. Last time I run into this was at a air ride suspension tuning shop when I was looking at possibly purchasing a BMW 5 Series. Looks like it's seen better days, but still a really cool car. Okay, cool. So we've run the code and it's come up with all the things that it wants to fix in tyre, which is not too handy. A lot of ambers, a couple of reds, which is figuring out. They said, which is what I thought, which is the MAF sensors not quite picking up, which from the cough and the stutter I could kind of tell that was going on. I want to eventually go to the 4-inch Audi MAF anyway. So I do want to do an upgrade, so I don't know if I want to spend money on this or that. You know, it's kind of halfway between mods and then the O2 sensor as well. So just going to see if we can get the guys to reset the ECM and see what's an old code and what's thrown up new again, and go from there. Okay, so we got the live reading from the MAF sensor, which seems to be working. We cleared the codes, which seems to get rid of everything. God knows when the last time the codes were cleared on this thing. So now we're going to drive it for a bit more and see how she goes. See if we've cleared the codes and see if it's behaving better now. Cool, so we just got the car back from that workshop where they plugged into the Vita software, so they had the proper Volvo dice and Vita software on their laptops. One of the guys had the Volvo shop shirt on, so I'm assuming maybe one of them's been there before. The story was that they've only opened up there a couple months ago, so they're kind of new, and in typical Thai fashion I asked them, what do you guys do, what's your shop about? And I said, don't say everything, and they turned around and go, oh, we do everything. And I said, oh great, can you put a performance tune on my car? Oh, may I? No, we can't. It's like, great, so you can't really do everything. So we've got it reset. We did a reset on all the ECU units, which will tell us if anything else is popped up since then. God knows when the last time this thing was properly reset via the Vita software. Might have had fault codes from the previous car even that weren't reset. So done that. I'm still noticing the hesitation. So what my guess is that you've got the MAF sensor and the O2 sensor. When we picked up the car, it was obviously in limp mode already, which means it's running on its safe tune, retarded timing, extra fuel. So I think that when it's in that mode, maybe it doesn't even try to get the sensors, the input data from the MAF and from the O2. It just goes, I don't care what signals I'm getting, I'm going to stay in this safe mode. And when I've replaced the MAF, it's now going, okay, great, I'm going to start reading sensors again. So it's getting the air sensor coming in, and maybe the O2 sensor's not matching up, which is causing the cough, or maybe it's something further on down the line, like the throttle body now is not getting the proper signal. So TBC, am I going to go back to that workshop? Probably not for the interim. I'm still going to go back to Bangkok to the other workshop, which had a whole heap of parts and seemed like the guys were a lot more switched on there. So we'll see how we go there, and stay tuned guys. So thanks for watching.